beautiful. All right, so let's talk about growing your network and your customer base, because we really cannot survive on just selling to 5 of our closest friends. As we all know, no business could ever survive doing that if a restaurant was open and only their 5 friends ate there. So let's talk about how you can expand and grow your network. This is a time to sit down and think about all those people that you've ever met in the past. I know we've all gone through that social media cleanse where we unfriended a whole bunch of people and now we're only working with a really small network. So this is a good time to go back and think of groups that you've been in. Do you know any moms? Do you have any groups that you're part of that you haven't added those friends? Do you have people from your church that you could add? Do you have, like if you're in different sports or different activities, this is the time to go and think of that and make that list and go and add those friends. So you're expanding your friend network. Now, another way to gain new friends is to think of different categories or interests that you are part of that you like and join those groups. So again, mom groups, community groups, different, I like gardening, so I've been joining some gardening groups. If you have different interests, like I am a Christian, so I'm in a Christian wives group, and then you want to go and interact in those groups. You don't want to talk about unique, you want to talk about what the interest of that group is, because if you start doing sales posts, most likely in the rules it says you can't do that and then you'll be kicked out, and you don't want that. So you want to start posting about, for gardening, I just started up a garden and I needed a way to stop my dog from going inside the new garden. So I was asking them questions about fences. And then every person that interacted and I started to build up a relationship with, I then added them as a friend, because they're going to post about things that I know I like gardening, and they're going to see posts that they know they like because I talk about gardening as well. And then they're eventually, because they're going to be on my page, if I'm also talking about unique, they will eventually slowly see different posts that I make, whether it's about the business or about the products. And now I'm gaining that relationship. And then they could be a future person on my team or a future customer without having to be a pushy salesy person and just making random connections. It's not cold sales, it's not cold connections. You're finding a genuine connection and an interest together and then adding them as your friend, and you're growing your network. I highly suggest, because the first few months that you're in here, you're selling to your close friends and family, but you want to spend those months as well growing your network so that when that dies out, you don't hit a brick wall and now you got to start building your network. So this is the time to start adding and growing. Facebook allows you to have 5,000 friends. So think of what your goal is. How many friends do you have right now? How many friends do you want to hit by the end of the month? How many friends do you want to hit in the next 3 months? And where do you want to be at the end of the year? Now break it down on how many friends you should be adding each day, and where are you going to find those friends? How many groups do you need to interact with each day? Whether that means posting in it or also to checking on other people's posts and interacting on there and building those connections and friendships and adding those mutual friends. Again, do not add anyone that you don't genuinely want to actually be a friend with. Check out the profile to see if it's somebody that looks like a real person. There are a lot of fake accounts out there. Check to see if it's somebody that you think and again, this isn't to just think, oh, are they going to be a customer? Are they going to be someone on my team? But have that in the back of your mind. Is it a woman that you think would buy? Is it somebody in a country that could actually buy from us? Is this somebody that looks like I would actually potentially have some sort of friendship with? And just grow from there. If you have any questions, I'm always available. Thank you for stopping by and listening.